Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2013 8th grade graduation, Island Park School's Lincoln Orange Middle School. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Please give yourselves a round of applause. And before we begin, if we could just honor and recognize the terrific, wonderful coordination from our computer teacher, media specialist, Miss Christine Hsu, who did simply wonderful job. In addition, thanks to all the families that contributed pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our program, we do have some house rules we'd like to review, so we're just going to review those real quickly and then get to the wonderful, wonderful ceremony. So on behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Bavino, our Board of Education, Mr. Richard Hayes, Diana Graciola, Nina Hargrove, Mr. Matt Pachone, and Tara Byrne, and Mr. Steve Valenti, our business official, we welcome you here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin our program with the entrance of our faculty from the rear of the auditorium. Thank you.
My name is Sean Riley, Student Council President. Good evening, parents, family members, staff members of our Board of Education, honored guests, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Pacino, Central Office Administrator, Dr. Sakata, and Mr. Valenzuela, Principal of Beth Integrity Elementary School, Mr. Russell, fellow graduation students. I'm proud to welcome you to the first commencement of Island Park Orange Middle School. Please join me in the class of 2013 as we salute the flag. Please stand and remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. At this time, we invite our principal, Mr. Barnes, back out to begin the graduation ceremony with some opening remarks.
This is the part that I really like. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, family. Welcome, friends. We welcome the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the brothers, the sisters, the teachers, the community members, the former principals, and, of course, the mothers and the fathers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a milestone evening. And this is one in which each and every person in this room should feel so proud of himself. So I just wanted to start this evening by saying, congratulations, congratulations. Let's give each other a round of applause here. We did it. You did it. The thing that I like so much about a graduation and a ceremony like this is when I think about the 8th grade, and I think about the journey that they're going to take. Possibilities are limitless. Anything can happen over the next couple years through high school, college, and the world beyond. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Each and every one of us in this room have dreams. Dreams for ourselves, dreams for the students that we're celebrating this evening. And what I think is so exciting is that together on this evening, we get to celebrate one chapter being completed, one journey coming to a close, but that overarching theme of limitless possibilities and what lies in the journey ahead. So, my students, this year started like any other school year. September, we started National School Success Month. We introduced SMART goals. We were encouraging all of our students to get their brand new upgraded Island Park library cards and the little keychain with the barcode so you could take your books out quickly. Students learned about SMART goal setting, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals in order to be successful. We celebrated Grandparents' Day. We wrote cards to our grandparents. We honored and recognized the journey that they've lived and the real historians that they are in our families. We had a really good first month. Then came October, National Computer Learning and Electronic Safety Month. We have Picture Day. All of you got your pictures taken. We had the 8th grade senior events meeting where we laid out the year and showed everything that we're going to do this year and all the great rites of passage that our 8th graders are going to have. We had Fire Safety Day. Many of us walked in Bianca's Buds, helping to fight juvenile diabetes. We marched in the West Hempstead High School homecoming parade. We had Red Ribbon Week, led beautifully by our guidance counselor, Miss Cutler. And then, the morning announcements, I was revving up to teen night, trying to get all the students in the grade to come to the recreation teen night so we can have a Halloween party. Now, every year I try to do better than the year before. I don't know how many of you remember the costume I wore last year, but I had big plans for this year's costume. But I remember some warnings coming over the email, the phone, and the news. And I remember that Friday evening, like it was yesterday, filling up sandbags by myself and trying to get as many bags filled as I can. I knew somebody, so they gave me, I think, 15 instead of 10. And I filled up the sandbags, I got them in my car, I unloaded them, tried to place them by the doors, and went to teen night, and we basically had a kid party, middle school teen night. And then on October 29th, we all experienced Superstorm Sandy. And we all know, and we've spent a year dealing with the recovery, the restoration, the acceptance, and I have to say that I know many folks in this room still aren't back in their homes. I know many folks still don't have settlements. The thing that I admire so much about the group of students up here, and I just have to say, there's a lot of entitlement with being an 8th grader in any K through 8 school, in any middle school. It's their senior year. This is all about the 8th grade year, what we can provide for you. And we missed a few days of school. We came together as a family. And the thing that I admire so much about this group of students is Hurricane Sandy, I really believe in my heart, showed so much beauty from the way you responded, reacted, and rebounded. Instead of being angry that our space was limited. Instead of feeling, slighted in any way. I saw you welcome each other, include each other, accept each other, befriend little students, become teen tutors. Just by a show of hands, how many of you have high-fived or shaken hands with one of the little kids in the elementary school? Just by a show of hands? Okay, hands down. By a show of hands, how many would say you now got a little buddy that you might not have had before that you sort of look out for? And anybody? Hands up? Okay, just curious. So, I wrote down a couple words which I mentioned before, but I think it's worth saying. Beauty, acceptance, tolerance, inclusion, appreciation, priorities. When we go without heat, electricity, a roof over your head, when we have students that are waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and having their parents drive them to school, when we have students that don't have their clothes, don't have their video games, don't have access to their friends. What we saw was our students, I think, really identifying the importance of life. And I think that through the horror, through the tragedy, something very beautiful happened. And in the last 2 years of working with you, I have to say, very truthfully, I knew there was something very special about you before Hurricane Sandy. The first day I went to the recreation show when I got hired by the district, and I saw you in August, and I saw the talent, the intelligence, and the first day of school when we met. And I remember working with Dr. Babino and the cabinet to make sure these kids deserve a trip to Philadelphia. These kids deserve a trip to Philadelphia because you guys really and truly have been such a wonderful, wonderful group of students. And I think it's very rare to have the chemistry among this cohort where students, truthfully, I don't think I've dealt with any ounce of the conflict that typically emerges in a middle school. I really attribute that to a lot of the Sandy aftermath, that students really learn to appreciate one another. Students learn to appreciate their school. So ladies and gentlemen, Steve Jobs, we know him through Apple, said your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. So on this night, where possibilities are limitless, I ask you, pursue, encourage, explore, experience. Find what you love and jump in, because you can do anything in this world. If you don't know yet what you want to do, the only way you're going to figure it out is through experience. There's one quote that I didn't write down, but it always says, you don't get to the top if you're always sitting on your bottom. So I ask you to explore, try, and experiment. Helen Keller said, what is worse than having no sight is being able to see, but having no vision. If you don't remember any part of my speech this evening to my students, 9th and 10th grade is going to be pivotal in the opportunities that come your way. I personally think it's more dangerous and scary to be in 9th and 10th grade than 3rd or 4th grade, because there's so much more influence. Stay on track. Your dreams can become your reality if you put education first and foremost. This is not a goodbye. We talk about in the morning announcements being in it to. We also talk about being the best you that you could possibly. So, we come to school to get smarter. I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, your family will grow, your network grows, your possibilities are limitless, your dreams can become your realities. And I'll close with, we have a catchphrase at Lincoln Orange Middle School, and our tagline is, together we are, and together, in our Lincoln Orange Middle School family, you will always remain. To our families, congratulations. To the class of 2013, I salute you. Congratulations. Every year, 3 students are recognized for overall outstanding achievement. This year, those students are Joseph Abley, Mary Zarba, and Cassandra Baldino. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Cassandra Baldino to speak about the past. Thank you.
Welcome and good evening, members of Board of Education, Dr. Vino, Mr. Barnes, Dr. Smeka, Mr. Russell, staff, teachers, family members, and my second family, the class of 2013. When I realized I was speaking before you, I'm going to be honest. I was shocked, but truly honored to be speaking for all of my fellow classmates. My classmates have been there for me since I've been in kindergarten, and they even still have my back now. Still though, with this last year in Lincoln Orange Middle School ending, I look back and realize I wouldn't be the same person I was today if it weren't for all of you. My childhood memories that I've had with you were amazing, and I will always remember them. Some of these memories I would like to share with you tonight. Tuesday, September 7th, 2004 was the first day of kindergarten. Yes, it was a long time ago. I was a little bit nervous to see some new people that I was going to be with a lot. Little did I know that these people would soon be my closest friends I ever had. It started when I walked into Hegarty and thought to myself, wow, this school's so big. Then my year as a kindergartner continued. I remember all the activities we did together in Miss Reed's class also. One thing was all of the parties. We had a party almost every single week. I loved having those parties. For most of us, that was the best part of school. The part of the day most of us usually didn't like was taking out our towels for nap time. I remember Miss Reed made sure we didn't move that much. It was like a contest. If you moved the least, you most likely got a prize. A couple of my kindergarten friends, including myself, would usually hide in the corner or under a table so she wouldn't see us. But usually that didn't work out too well. One more thing I remember about nap time was this one kid who actually always fell asleep. Then when nap time was over, he sometimes wouldn't even wake up. Even though kindergarten was a long time ago, I really do remember it like it was yesterday. Then after kindergarten, my years in Hegarty Elementary School continued. In second grade, one fun memory was having the privilege to go on the walker line with my closest friends at the time. We made silly names for ourselves and then raced each other home. These names continued into third grade as well. At the end of fourth grade, we had a moving up ceremony. Does anyone else remember how cool we felt to be the big kids? We all felt like the coolest kids because we were able to switch classes now. Also, when we arrived at the school, we learned that it was a totally new environment. Since we switched classes, we all started to be a closer-knit family, and we had to learn that we weren't the big kids anymore. I remember we thought that the 8th graders were so scary, or at least I did, until the play most of us were involved in the next year. As soon as we all got used to our new schedule, it was exciting to start exploring the new school. Part of starting 5th grade was doing circus. Who remembers what they were? I was an acrobat, but we also had a bunch of stilt walkers, Diablo people, jugglers, and more. We're a pretty talented group, aren't we? I mean, who else does a circus project better than Lincoln Orange Middle School? Then in 6th grade, we went on to one of my favorite trips ever, Greenkill. That was the trip that everyone said the boys were knocking on our windows and the time where the girls performed a show for each other. We danced up and down the main hallway for almost 2 hours and then ate snacks. My second family and I were definitely a weird bunch of kids together. I don't know about all of you, but I feel that I wouldn't have wanted to spend my life with anybody but you guys. I will keep my wonderful memories with all of you in my heart forever, and I hope you will too. As I search for a way to end this speech, I realize there is no end to the past as long as you have great memories. And I do. I wish everyone here great memories in the future. Thank you.
Our guidance counselor, Ms. Cutler, will now begin with the presentation of awards.
It is the intention of the Island Park Lincoln Orange Middle School to provide as many opportunities as possible for our students to excel in the academic areas. We also strive to instill in our youngsters a sense of community and an understanding of their civic and social responsibilities. Last week we held our annual academic award ceremony where students who demonstrated academic excellence, achievement, and overall effort or improvement in a variety of content areas were recognized. We are proud that we will continue our celebration of excellence tonight. This evening, a few of our students will also be recognized for their exceptional achievement and their outstanding contributions to our school community. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Lori Cohen, our 8th grade team leader and special education teacher, who will facilitate the presentation of awards.
We ask all our presenters to come forward using the steps to my left, and leave the stage down the steps to my right. Island Park Superintendent, Office of the State Controller, Academic Excellence Award to the scholar with the highest grade point average is presented by Dr. Rosemary Pavino to Joseph Bailey. Island Park Board of Education Academic Excellence Award to the scholar with the second highest grade point average is presented by Mr. Richard Hayes to Mary Zarvin. scholar with the third highest grade point average is presented by Mrs. Diana Quacciolo to Cassandra Baldini. Island Park PTA, Academic Excellence, to the scholar with the highest grade point average at West Hempstead High School is presented by Mrs. Phyllis Smiley. To Eric Finkelstein. Eric is unable to be here this evening, so Mrs. Smiley is going to accept it in his absence. Island Park PTA Academic Excellence Award to the scholar with the highest grade point average at Long Beach High School is presented by Mrs. Patty Ambrosia to Michelle Swiftwell. Director of Pupil Personnel Services, Award for Perseverance and Resiliency, is presented by Dr. Gloria Samantha to Harry Prasad. Lincoln Orange Middle School Principals Award. Attorney General's Office of New York State CCC Award for Character, Courage, and Commitment is presented by Mr. John Barnes to Peter Zalba. Island Park Faculty Association Krista Schuline Award for Exemplary Responsibility is presented by Mr. Gabriel Diorio to Ashley Leo. Island Park Administrators Association Perfect Attendance Award is presented by Mr. Jacob Russell to Michael Campione, Salvador Clifford, James McSpadden. Island Park Secretarial Association Newton Gary Memorial Award for Community Service through Music is presented by Mrs. Joanna Stonkus to Dara Howe. Island Park Department of Recreation Award for Exemplary Social, Communication, and Leadership Skills in Recreation Programs is presented by Mrs. Dorothy Pace to Ashley Alangi. by Mrs. Patricia Collins. 2, Ashley Arenas. Island Park Library, Helen Williams Memorial Award for consistent and considerate use of a public library is presented by Dr. Dean Bacigalupo. 2, Brooke Harrington and Harry Pasal. Island Park Fire Department Service to School Award is presented by Lieutenant Margarita Rodriguez. 2, Bianca Hayes. Island Park Chase Bank Service to School Award is presented by Mrs. Phyllis Spector. 2, Joseph Rogers. Island Park Kiwanis Club Civic Virtue, Service, and Contribution to Community Award is presented by Mr. Richard Perry. 2, Molly Donovan. Island Park Little League Sportsmanship Award is presented by Mr. John Egan. 2, Kevin Ortiz and Stephen Parker. Island Park American Legion Post 1029 School Leadership and Patriotic Spirit Award is presented by Mrs. Marie Ingoglia. 2, Sean Riley. Island Park American Legion Auxiliary School Leadership Patriotic Spirit Award is presented by Mrs. Marie Ingoglia. 2, Justin Udis. Please join me in congratulating all of the award recipients. Award winners, please. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Cohen, and a sincere thank you to all of our presenters. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to bring up Mary Zarba to talk about the present. Mary Zarba.
graduation gown, with my classmates sitting behind me and all of you in front of me, I am unable to describe to you the emotions I am feeling. Earlier today in school, as I was walking through the hallways for probably one of the last times as a middle school student, a million thoughts were running through my head. Reflecting upon the many unforgettable memories I have made over the past 4 years here in Lincoln Orange, and how painful it will be to leave behind the family I have made. Throughout my day today, I was also distracted by the various questions that were constantly popping up in my head about entering high school as a freshman next year. I'm sure many of my classmates are asking themselves similar questions recently, such as, what will it be like making an entire new group of friends next year? What lunch table will I sit at? Will my teachers be as nice as the ones I have met in the past? As we reflect on memories from the past, which Cassie spoke about, and think about upcoming events for the future, as Joe will express in his speech, we tend to refrain from focusing on what is going on around us right now in the present. Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the minds on the present." I believe the present is the most important moment of our lives. We must live in the moment and enjoy the current, because it is the only time we have the power to change and make the best of. Yes, living in the present does require learning from past mistakes and predicting future consequences, but it mainly requires cherishing the moment. Yesterday after school, I was busy writing a speech at my desk, and I was listening to the radio softly in the background. One of Justin Timberlake's new hit songs came on, called Mirrors, and a line from the lyrics jumped out at me. It said, "Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery." This was absolutely ironic to me because this line captured the main idea of my speech. The line summed up in a simpler version the idea that yesterday's gone, the future is unknown. Therefore, all we have is this moment, the present. As humans, we can get so overwhelmed planning and thinking about upcoming events that we don't even stop to smell the roses or enjoy what's around us. Although we should strive to live in the moment and focus on the present every day, I believe that today is one of the most important days to do so. You may be asking yourself, how can I focus on the present on this special day? I believe that there are several ways of answering this question. One being, today we must bid our farewell to Lincoln Orange. After 4 long years of laughter, friendship, and hard work in this middle school, the day has finally come that we must part ways. As 8th graders, I'm sure most of us consider Lincoln Orange to be our home away from home. This school has assisted us with growing into independent we are today. Think about just how different you were when you stepped foot into this school as a 5th grader, and now look at how we've all flourished to become the young adults we are now. Therefore, today should also be a day of gratitude to express how grateful we are for the school and all the faculty and staff in it for helping us along the path to high school. How else can we focus on the present on this extraordinary day? Well, like I mentioned before, the present is a unique moment in our lives because it is the only moment we have the power to manipulate and change. That is exactly what we should be motivated to accomplish today. After we graduate at the end of the night, we should focus on how we will be different or change as we step into this new phase of our lives. Graduating from middle school isn't only going to change the world around us, but we also must make it an event of drastic change in our own lives. We must realize that we are now entering a new level of maturity in life, because in this upcoming year we will not only be moving up to a new grade, we will be entering a completely new school. Tonight we must also be prepared to greet the world with higher education. Within the past few weeks here in school, I found that when most of the 8th graders would discuss our graduation taking place tonight, their focus would immediately go to how dreadful it will be leaving behind all of our friends that we've made here. If you don't agree with me, you can see so yourself in every single one of our yearbooks. I have no doubt that in each and every one of your yearbooks, at least one person wrote about how much they will miss you, or expressed that they don't know how life will go on without you next year. Am I right? I truly believe that today is more than a day when we say farewell to our school, not each other. Take a minute and look around you. You are surrounded by all your friends, so don't cry yet. We are still all together and closer than ever. Remember, we still have an entire summer together, almost 3 whole months. When September eventually comes around and we all walk to separate bus stops that will take us to separate schools, I have to admit that will be a sad day. I will miss our endless paper fights on the bus and those days when everyone starts screaming in the lunchroom for no apparent reason. But high school will also open up so many new opportunities. Let us not forget that many of you will be going to high school along with many of your friends from Lincoln Orange. Although the majority of you will be attending Long Beach or West Hempstead, I'm glad to have several of my friends accompanying me in Holy Trinity next year. So please help me make today the best graduation possible by living in the moment. A day that should not be worth forgetting, but a day worth remembering. Remember that learning to forget and training yourself not to predict is a challenge that creates obstacles for everyone. But living in the present is how we can make a difference.
Wonderful job, Mary. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for a musical interlude. So at this time, we're going to bring up some select members of our school chorus to perform I Will Always Remember You, a song by Miley Cyrus.
Always knew this day would come. We could
contribute to solidarity and important goals. This evening, we would like to say thank you to some of these individuals as they are about to retire and begin a new chapter in their lives. We will always appreciate the work of Mrs. Spector. Mrs. Spector, a Spanish teacher, has worked in the Iowa Park School District for 8 years. She is retiring this year and will be missed. Thank you, Mrs. Spector. Miss Tully, the 7th grade team leader and the social studies teacher, has taught the Island Park schools for the past 22 years and is also retiring this year. Thank you, Miss Tully, for your years of service. Mrs. Cohen, the 8th grade special education teacher, has worked in Island Park School District for 27 years. She's retiring this year. Thank you, Mrs. Cohen.
Mrs. Nunes has worked in the Lincoln Arts cafeteria for 32 years. A resident of Island Park, whose children attended our schools, is also retiring this year. Thank you, Mrs. Nunes.
That's classic.
This is the point in the program that all of our graduates have been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas, indicating the completing of promotional requirements for graduation. Mr. Gabriel Dioria, our 8th grade ELA teacher, will present this segment of the program.
To introduce the graduates, we call upon the grade 18 teachers to present the diplomas to the members of the graduating class of 2013. We call upon the superintendent of schools, Dr. Rosemary Bavino, and Board of Education President, Mr. Richard Hayes. We ask that you hold your applause until all of the diplomas have been conferred. Thank you.
Kristen Rosino, National Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Rhonda Soka, academic diploma. Bianca Hayes, National Junior Honor Society, NISBA medalist, Science Fair Award winner, and academic diploma. Maria Campione, academic diploma. Christina Rizik, academic diploma. Brooke Harrington, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Madeline Burgos, academic diploma. Joe Gannenberg, academic diploma. Jessica Grape, academic diploma. Heather Guthrie, academic diploma. Larry Gasol, academic diploma. Zane Petrosino, academic diploma. Michael Campione, academic diploma. Joseph Girlanda, academic diploma. Rafael Rupa, academic diploma. John Benigno, academic diploma. Ilan Bass, academic diploma. Hiro Papadamasiu, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Shannon Ward, National Junior Honor Society, NISBA medalist, academic diploma.
Michael Matuzzi, academic diploma.
That's a cutie pie. God.
Sean Riley, academic diploma. Tamia Evans, academic diploma. Deanna Charpentier, NISBA medalist, academic diploma. Alexandra Roca, academic diploma. Rhiannon Duffy, academic diploma. Hedman Ortiz, academic diploma. Daniela Anzalone, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Farah Salazar, Science Fair Award winner, NISBA medalist, academic diploma. Jocelyn Guzman, academic diploma. Allison Kahavilka, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Brendan DeVivio, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Andrew Hegman, academic diploma. Alex Maldonado, academic diploma.
Lauren Santos, academic diploma. Ashley Arenas, academic diploma. Amber Santos, academic diploma. Jesse Ambrosia, academic diploma. Michaela Kanjemi, academic diploma.
National Honor Society, New York medalist, Science Award winner, and academic diploma. Anastasia Williams, academic diploma. Michaela Faria, academic diploma. Taylor Randolph, academic diploma. Franklin Micario, academic diploma. Carly Sills, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, Wall County Band, academic diploma. Antonio Rivera, academic diploma. Antonio Pimentel, National Junior Honor Society, academic diploma. Michael Badash, academic diploma. Joseph Rogers, academic diploma. Leonardo Cajavelka, academic diploma. Dylan Hurtado, academic diploma. Liam Montero, academic diploma. Jorge Romero Diaz, National Junior Honor Society, NISMA medalist, Long Island Spring Festival, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Salvatore Clifford, academic diploma. Ashley Leo, NISMA medalist, academic diploma. Ashley Alonji, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Ryan Tenario, academic diploma. Randy Adamas, academic diploma.
Joseph Bagley, National Junior Honor Society, NISMA medalist, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma. Mary Zalba, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, NISMA medalist, All County Orchestra, academic diploma. Dara Hoff, NISMA medalist, academic diploma. Casey Castrovia, academic diploma. Mitchell Crowley, National Junior Honor Society, academic diploma. Peter Zalman, National Junior Honor Society, academic diploma. Gian Velez, academic diploma. Thomas Rothray, academic diploma. Daniel LaPeruta, academic diploma. James McSpadden, academic diploma. Margaret O'Malley Rebovich, National Junior Honor Society, NISMA medalist, Science Fair Award winner, academic diploma.
Go Margaret!
Julio Rodriguez, academic diploma. Zachary Costa, academic diploma. Joseph Donovan, academic diploma. Molly Donovan, academic diploma. Stephen Partland, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, All-County Band, academic diploma. Devin Shen, academic diploma. Maria Gracie, academic diploma. Justin Hughes, National Junior Honor Society, Science Fair Award winner, All-County Chorus, academic diploma. Congratulations, graduates.
If everyone can please be seated. Thank you so much. It is now time to bring up Joseph Haley, who will discuss the future. Joe?
I'd like to start by thanking the Board of Education, Dr. Bambino, Mr. Barnes, all the teachers, my family, and my fellow classmates. Everyone I just mentioned helped to inspire me in some way. As we get ready to venture into high school, all of us can stop and remember how everyone in this room has inspired us and helped us to become the young adults we are today. With high school just around the corner, we all have to think about our futures, what we have strived for in the past, and what we will continue to strive for in the future. We have all worked very hard to get to this point, but how will this help us to reach our goals, our dreams, and our ambitions? As William Shakespeare once said, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." Nobody can control our future but us. Our future will be determined by what we do from now on. In high school, we all need to think about what we want to do with our lives. The classes we take for the next 4 years will help us to achieve our goals. Some of us are still trying to figure out what we want to do in the future. Some of us already know. The reality is, we can be or do anything we want as long as we really dedicate ourselves. It is okay if you don't know what you want to do, because now could be the time you start to direct your life without knowing it to a future career. The future is full of many opportunities for every one of us. In the road to success, there may be some difficulties, but we must stay strong and overcome these difficulties. Success is always awarded to those who try to succeed. The obstacles that we overcome can lead to our future success. It will strengthen our character, and we will all become the best that we can be. The strength gained after Superstorm Sandy will help us to know we can overcome any obstacle. This strength can be used in the next phase of our lives and applied to the difficulties in high school and the road ahead. As we continue our journey through life, let us never forget where it started. Lincoln Orange has laid the cornerstone to the building of our lives. The teachers have been extremely supportive and resourceful in helping us to take our first steps into high school. Let us not forget how each and every one of them made sure we succeeded and got to the point where we are now, graduation. I believe I speak on behalf of the entire 8th grade class on saying thank you to every teacher and faculty member for helping us to achieve our goals so far. You will never be forgotten and will always be in our hearts. We need to always remember that our actions from this point forward affect not only us, but the people around us. We are the future, and how we contribute to the world will have an impact on the people around us. In closing, I hope each of us achieve our dreams by following our hearts. Throughout our years together, we have made countless memories that will be cherished forever. Although many of us are going in different directions, I want to wish all of you luck in high school and the years to follow. Always remember, you have a friend waiting at home in Idle Park where it all began.
The class of 2013 is proud to continue the tradition of a school color guard. Tonight, as students move forward in their educational lives, they pass the colors of our nation, state, and country to their 7th grade classmates. They will carry them forward with dignity and pride. At this time, I am pleased to introduce our school color guard, which will execute the transfers of color ceremony. This will be followed by a rendition of God Bless America, performed by Justin Hugas. Justin will coordinate the ceremony. Our color guard band will be playing, and we ask you all to please stand and remain standing for the ceremony.
We, the graduating class 13, relinquish the school colors and the flags, carry them proudly at all school assemblies and special events. We will always honor our alma mater.
We, the incoming graduating class of 2014, accept the school colors and flags. We will carry them proudly at all school assemblies and special events.
We would like to thank all of you for being a part of our graduation ceremony this evening. We especially thank Mrs. Collins, Mrs. Powell, Mr. Clifton, our grade 8 teachers, Mr. Barnes for coordinating this evening's program. Additionally, a special thank you to Mrs. Chu and Mrs. DeLucia for the wonderful presentations. Thank you to our custodial staff for all their hard work in setting up.
Please sit down.
We also thank Mrs. Rusnak for sound and lighting, Mrs. Claus for all of her assistance in our PTA, for providing refreshments and hosting our reception. We extend our appreciation to Mrs. Mustakos for taking care of every detail of our graduation and for her constant support day in, day out. We
We will also remember our teachers and the staff members at Francis X. Haggerty and Lincoln Lawrence Middle School for all of their dedication in preparing us so well for high school.
This evening, as well as every other memorable experience, would not have been possible without the love and support of our parents. At this time, the class of 2013 will stand together to express our appreciation to our parents.
We join the graduates in thank you for your ongoing assistance and support. You guys may be seated. Thank you. Together, we are better and will continue to be. And now we call upon our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Rosemary Bavino, to conclude our ceremony with some closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Bavino.
Good evening, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to be speaking to our graduates tonight in this lovely air-conditioned auditorium. Recently, I read the amazing autobiographies that our graduates completed in Mr. Dioria's ELA class. The chapter that I like the best is the one called Goals. Kristen Rizika was candid when she wrote, "Most people my age don't really know what they want to be when they're older. To be honest, I'm not really sure either, but it is something that I think a lot about." Farah Salazar explained, "Having a goal is very important because with one, you constantly push yourself. It's like playing a game. Every time you play it, you get better and better until you beat your high score. And if you persevere and work toward a goal, you may eventually achieve it. And then you may even surprise yourself by becoming something better than the goal that you set." Cassie Baldino explained the importance of having a goal another way. She said people need a goal in life so that they have a guideline or pathway to follow. For some, having a goal can put them back on track in their lives if they lose their way, or it can give them a path to a new beginning. But whatever the reason, having a goal helps your life become fuller and happier. What great insights from our 8th graders. For the most part, your short-term goals were very similar to one another. Joseph Girolando advised, "Be healthy and stay in really good shape." And Raphael Pupa said, "Study hard from now until 12th grade and then you'll get into college." Others like Harley Sills said, "You can begin simply by volunteering for charity and helping people in need. Or you can take a first step, as Despina Rizek said, by simply becoming a better person who doesn't say anything mean or nasty behind somebody's back." All of you wrote about studying more in high school and becoming a better student. Your short-term goals in high school focused on developing patience, joining clubs and sports teams, taking advanced placement courses, reading more books, getting good grades, being on honor roll, thinking positively, saving money to help your parents pay for college, that's a good one, and keeping a sense of humor at all times. Your long-term goals also had some similarities. They were filled with hopes and dreams to become successful at a career choice that would bring you fun, happiness, and yes, money. But I found that you had many different paths to achieving your long-term goals. You wrote about becoming a TV show or movie actor, a stage actor, a comedian, an entertainer. You wrote about careers in criminal justice and becoming a police officer, CSI investigator, CIA agent, SWAT officer, lawyer, sports attorney. Many adults in school, past and present, have influenced you positively, and you spoke about becoming a kindergarten teacher, elementary school teacher, 7th grade social studies teacher, gym teacher, special education teacher, math teacher, guidance counselor, and school nurse. So we may actually be able to staff Lincoln Orange in the future. Others of you are thinking of careers as a DJ, musician, structural engineer, environmentalist, flying car designer, pediatrician, app programmer, computer game programmer, author, dentist, hospital nurse, trauma surgeon, neurosurgeon, fashion designer, journalist, and we even have a roadie among us. Some of you also wrote about becoming professional athletes, such as a wrestler, a track star, basketball player, volleyball player, soccer player, golfer, and even a professional scooter rider. That one was new to me. I was impressed that you all said that you are committed to doing your jobs exceptionally well, and as a result, you look forward to having others respect you. In addition, you set your sights high, wanting to become world famous, or at least recognized by others in your field. For example, you wrote about receiving a Grammy, playing in the NBA, wrestling in the WWE, winning gold medals in the Olympics, starring on Broadway, taking home a Tony, and maybe even walking the red carpet with an Oscar. Wow, this is an impressive list of long-term goals. However, it was your reason for choosing the goal that you did that was most moving and telling to me. Each goal involved activities that would utilize your gifts and your talents to benefit others. You want to be the kind of teacher who helps children achieve despite their learning disabilities or their autism. You want to be a doctor because you want to remedy illnesses and find cures for diseases. You want to be an author of books so that you can influence the emotions of young adults who are struggling by helping them use their imaginations and see things differently. You want to be a comedian because you want to give others something to think and laugh about. You want to be a structural engineer because you want to be sure that buildings are safe. You want to be a dentist to help people feel good about smiling. You want to develop leadership skills as a police officer that will help keep Americans safe. You want to be a pediatrician because you know parents need help when babies are sick. You want to be a nurse so you can help people like your grandpa by using both your skills and your powers of positive persuasion to help improve their health. You want to be a professional athlete because you think that kids need good role models and you would be one. You want to make money so that you can give it to your parents who have made sacrifices for you. Every year at graduation time, I like to tell a story. I do not choose to talk about a pop icon or somebody with a famous name. Rather, I choose to tell a story about a student who graduated Lincoln Orange Middle School. This is someone now living his or her dream because in 8th grade, they set a goal for themselves. In 1992, there was a girl named Mara. She was graduating Lincoln Orange, and she was sitting on the stage just like you. She was happy living with her mom and her dad in Island Park. But she was thinking about how much she enjoyed middle school years and what she had learned, and she was feeling a little bit upset about moving on. She started thinking about some things that specifically happened to her. And she remembered going to her band teacher at the beginning of 8th grade and telling him that she was quitting band. When he asked her why, she said that she thought there was nothing more that she could learn about playing the flute. He told her that she could not quit, and in addition to continuing with flute, he would teach her the alto saxophone. As she sat on the stage at graduation, she felt glad that she did not let herself quit. She really liked playing in band, and it had been a great year. She also thought about her math class, in which she only received a grade of B. At parent-teacher conferences, her math teacher had told her parents he worried that she might just coast and not apply herself in high school. Mara was looking forward to going to West Hempstead High School, making new friends, learning new subjects, continuing in band, and proving her math teacher wrong. She wondered, however, if she would be able to keep up her grades and also be involved in extracurricular activities with friends, especially if she took honors classes. Mara was very much like you. She too had short-term goals. She was determined to be a better student, maybe even graduate in top of her high school class. She saw herself going to college, but truly her dream, her long-term dream, was to go to law school and become a lawyer. She knew to achieve these goals, it would take a lot of hard work and determination. Mara believed in herself, and she believed strongly that she could do anything that she set her mind to. She believed in her heart that even one day she could become a lawyer. One lasting lesson she took from Lincoln Orange was the one that the band teacher taught her. That is, quitting is never the answer. The other was the one that her math teacher taught her. Some people may doubt your ability or your commitment. These people too can motivate you to be more determined than ever to realize your abilities and your dreams. In high school, Mara continued playing in band and singing in chorus. Eventually, she went to All-State for both band and chorus. She was on Kickline. She became a member of DECA, an organization that prepares emerging leaders for careers in marketing and finance. And she was also on the swim team. She loved playing in the Island Park Softball League, where she eventually became a coach, and then she actually ran the league. She worked equally hard in all her academic honors and elective subjects. And in 1996, Mara graduated in the top 10 of her class. In 2000, Mara Harvey received her undergraduate degree from Binghamton University. Her exceptional math and reasoning skills enabled her to major in accounting. In 2003, she received her law degree from Syracuse University College of Law, graduating magna cum laude. After graduating Syracuse Law School, Mara's dream was realized when she became an associate at the law firm of Lamb & Bernowski. The firm, which coincidentally, our school district now uses, and that's how I met her. Hence, Miss Harvey, once a student in our district, now advises the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools. Yes, very impressive. Of the Education Law and Surrogates Court Committees of the Suffolk County Bar Association. She has lectured on education law issues at the annual school law conference sponsored by the Nassau and Suffolk Academies of Law. She works in her firm's trust and estates, education, labor, and municipal departments. Consistent with her family's values to volunteer through community service, Mara became a volunteer at animal shelters. This began in college and continued through law school as well as today. In this capacity, she has been involved with animal rescue and has helped thousands of animals into new and loving homes. Other volunteer positions include Treasurer of the National Association of Women Business Owners on Long Island and International Officer of Phi Alpha Delta, a legal fraternity. While Mara feels very fortunate and excited about achieving the professional goals that she set for herself when she was in 8th grade, more recently she achieved 2 personal goals that have made her life complete. 2 years ago, she was married to Andy, and this spring she became a mother to Charlie. I'd like you all to meet Mara Harvey. She's with us this evening. Please come up, Mara. Mara, for your individual achievements, for your ethic of hard work, for your perseverance toward your professional and your personal goals, for your community service work, and for serving as a great inspiration to all these wonderful students before you. It gives me great pleasure to recognize you this evening. Thank you. I shared Mara's story with you to encourage everyone in this terrific, exceptional graduating class to dream the life that you want to live and to live the life you dream, whether it's with the support of someone or the doubts of others. To do this, you must begin by seeing yourself as the person that you want to become. Then you must do everything that you can to develop the skills and the knowledge that you need. Finally, you must remember that you cannot achieve your goal without developing the character that will be required of you. This means that when the going gets tough, keep your eyes on the prize and don't give up. Remember the saying, winners train, losers complain. Most importantly, keep your family close. They love you now, and they will love you always. Remember what Justin Yugas said in his autobiography. By working hard toward a goal, you can accomplish anything. Or as Jessica Grippel said, goals are important. They give you something to work for, so you won't be bored. Having goals is also a good idea because reaching those goals can change your life and can even improve it. I agree. Goals inspire us, and everyone needs inspiration to reach their potential. I congratulate you on your accomplishments over the past 4 years in middle school, and I congratulate you on your graduation this evening. I hope that you are motivated by what Mara Harvey, an Island Park student just like you, accomplished because of her commitment to her short-term and long-term goals. In the years ahead, your teachers, Mr. Barnes, the Board of Education, and I invite you to come back to Lincoln Orange to visit us, especially next year on Community Day. We look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, learning about your achievements, and telling other students your stories so that they can be inspired by you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bavino. Thank you, students. We know it's difficult sitting in the gowns with the lights on, and you've done a terrific job. Let's give them another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, as our ceremony comes to an end, I remind you that we will conclude with a recessional. Please keep the aisles clear, and you may meet your child in our gymnasium where refreshments are available. I just, before we pause, want to give a big round of applause to our student musicians and Miss Powell for her continued support and facilitation of our color guard. And Ms. Napatone asked me to pass along a message to you because she said you were her last class before she retired, so she made it here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Gloria Napatone. And so, Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I present the Lincoln Orange Middle School class of 2013.